day at the chart, a sea of red, talking puts and calls, but they just stare ahead. Strike price means nothing in their blank minds. Margins and leverage like mountains to climb.
We're doing it. We're doing it. We're really doing it. All right. Market. Words are hard. Welcome back to Noobs episode. I don't even know. We should go back through and actually number our episodes so we know what episode we're on. It is Monday, December the 1st. The market is up, or not up small, but kind of flat. It started off a lot lower, and we've gotten a rally, but we're still down small on the S&Ps. They're down about 13. And we got the Russell down about 17, NASDAQ down 20 some, and the Dow down 200. Silver's having a monster rally for a day, and gold is up small. Crypto getting killed. Why do you turn off your mic?
The dog's barking.
Why is it barking? Can you just put it in its crate or something?
Probably still barking. Come here. Come here.
It wants to be set free.
Franny's let out.
Tell it to shut up
Come here.
and lay down, or you're going to throw it out the window.
He's just looking at me. He doesn't listen.
Yeah. Not too bright. Okay. Let's go through your account. You're down on the day, down small, tiny bit, down about $180. Your account's been fluctuating between down 100 and down about 500 or 600 throughout the day, which makes sense. Market's down. You have some long positions on. You have some positions that are working, some positions that are not working. Worst position for the day is Angel Studio, followed by MP, and then PAL. But they're none of which are that terrible. You got NVIDIA working for you today. You got Oracle working for you today. You got your Russell futures position working for you and your MES futures position working for you, along with Tesla and Applied. You have AG that's probably ready to come off. If you want to put an order in to take AG, you see this silver's having a monster rally. So your silver position here in AG is working. You're finally making money in here. You're up $75. So not that much left in extrinsic value to come out of here. So go ahead and hit close. You can tell I already closed. What's that?
Just sell his shares too.
Yeah, just hit close selected, and then say sell covered. I already sold one of your covered calls in there last week on this big up move, and then we had even more today. So try and sell it for. I would take it higher. Why is it saying there's still $30 in there? Take it up to 75. Yeah, do that. I don't know if it'll get filled, but let that work for a while. We'll let that work. What else we got going on? Angel Studios, not going to do anything in there. We got crypto down really big on the day, so let's take advantage of this big down day in crypto and sell some Ethereum puts. So go to your search function and type in ETHA. I don't know if you're typing, but your stuff just froze up.
Oh wow! Yeah.
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. That happened. It's not loading.
No.
Oh, there we go.
There it goes. Go to the January expiration in here. This thing is down real big today, about 10%. Look at that. We can sell the 18 puts for $1. Let's do that. $1.01. We should sell them, not buy them. Dollar and one. $180 in capital. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. Um, what can you get in the December expiration in there?
For this one?
Yeah, that was good. Good amount of credit collected for capital used. Yeah, do the 19 in December for 72 cents. Why not? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah. All right. What else we got? Google. I closed out some of your Google today because it was down on the beginning of the day, and we were getting a move in the right direction. However, it has since rallied, so I took that opportunity to kind of cut some of the losses in that long put in there. The other ones I left on. Again, those are defined risks, so you're not going to really get to be able to manage them much. So we're just going to hopefully they work. So close that up. And then Weeble was down a lot more on the day to day as well. That is kind of bouncing back a little bit. So all in all, not really working like we would like, but it's not the end of the world either. Not going to do anything in there. Applied. What do we got in applied? This one, you're almost back to in the green in here. Almost back to in the green. I don't think you probably do much in here. You still have $7 in premium there sitting there. I think that's okay. You'll notice that your put is no longer at the 20. I rolled that up to the 23 because this thing kept rallying. I did that on Friday. Yeah, I don't think you'd probably want to touch that. You still have long delta in there, right? How much delta you got?
60 or 21?
21. Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably leave that be. Still got long delta. What else you got going on in here? MP, the one that is not working. I also did an adjustment in here on Friday. Scroll back to the left. To the left, to the left. So now you see that both your expirations are in December. So I think you were all the way out in February or something like that. But I rolled it back to December just to get you back into the near dated expiration. We can always roll it back out in time. Got a total of about $12, $13 and some change in premium in here, and you're down about $800. So, not terrible, not great. Hopefully, we get an up move in here. That's all. You're just basically waiting for this thing to rally and trying to collect some premium on both sides as we do it. MU, I also adjusted this one today. I did this. So go to MU. So here in MU, you see I sold the shares. The shares, you made like $170 on the shares or something like that. Sold out of those shares and widened out your strangle. So you see how we were at the 280 call and the 175 put. Now you're at the 165 put and the 330 call. So the reason that we did that is because, well, it was up on the day. And you're almost back to being positive in here. You're down about $200, and those shares helped get some of that money back. Now you have $530 in premium or so. And in order to be in the positive, you need to realize about 250 of that in profit, meaning they have to depreciate by about $250 over the next 46 days or whatever we have left. But you're really far out of the money. I don't hate this position, so I think we let that one go as well. Nvidia having quite the rally today. It started down on the day and bounced nicely and has been rallying for most of the day, just slow and steady. I widened this one out as well. Saw that it was getting a little bit of a turn, and we had our 190 call was a little close for comfort, so I bought that one back and sold the 195, and also moved your short put down a little bit further out of the money too. So now you're just leaning long in there. You're still about $400 down on that one, um, but it's going in the right direction as well. Oracle is working. Now this one was one I was going to adjust, um, but what is that 210 call? Oh, I was playing around with buying some long calls earlier today. I didn't make you much, but I made you like $6. You're welcome. What do we got going on in here? You've got your spreads that are actually looks like working. Your that calendar spread is up. What is that? Like $40 or so, 40 some bucks, $44 total. And then you've got your put is working today, and your short everything's working. All of the premium
Ooh.
is working correctly today.
Come
I don't think you do anything in there. I think you let this go. Now,
Okay.
keep in mind that Oracle does have earnings on, I think said the 15th. So those expirations in there that are the 19th, they're going to be, we're going to have to go through earnings with those. So that one call is going to have to go through earnings, which is a little bit more risk taking things through earnings. PAL, really surprised that this one's down on the day because metals are up, but for some reason earlier in the day this was up on the day and now it's down. Not seeing a rally with the rest of the metals market in PAL, which is kind of not good actually. But we're not going to do anything in there for now. That was just a cover call. Your Tesla position is working. I did roll your Tesla calls down. So if you open up Tesla, you'll see that you had the 270. I rolled it down to the 260, or I'm sorry, the 470 down to the 460. Now you've got the 460 because there was really only about 35 cents left in that 470. So it wasn't really doing you much good. So rolled that down. And then MES, this is just for some short delta in case the market goes lower. You've got something that's going to pay you. And your Russell with the volatility coming, actually, excuse me, it's a little weird because you've got the VIX up on the day, but the VIX futures are actually down on the day. And the VIX itself is only up 40 cents now, 42 cents, whereas earlier in the day it was up close to like $2, I think. So the VIX is coming in. The market continues to. They tried to sell this thing off a couple times today, and the sellers just couldn't take it lower. There was nobody out there with an appetite to sell. That did not get filled, huh? This doesn't make any sense. You see how this is a covered call? What in the world? Really weird. I wouldn't tick that much further down. Maybe like down 1 or 2 pennies, but I wouldn't tick it much further than that. I would just let it sit. Oh, not that far.
It's like 72.
Sure. Just let that go. I wouldn't be that worried about it. You're really deep in the money in there. Silver's been having a crazy rally. If you get filled, great. If you don't, ultimately, how much open it back up and then look at the extrinsic value that's left. Scroll to the right. Should tell you 33 cents. So there's 33 cents left to come out of this. But because you're getting such a big up move today, it's causing the premium to expand faster than normal, which is actually causing a covered call position to be losing money when the stock is going higher, because the expansion of the premium is expanding faster than the actual price appreciation in the stock, which is a phenomena that happens sometimes, not very often, but especially in commodities, you'll see that with big up moves. So that is that. I don't know if you want to look at maybe doing something else. You don't have a ton of capital available. You already put on 2 trades in ETH.
Yeah.
That might be all you really do for the day. I mean, you're down tiny on the day. Things are overall not a bad day. Wouldn't be surprised to see if you're up on the day by the end of the day. You get something to turn around in like MP or Palladium or any of those, you'll end up on the day.
Okay.
Still a couple grand away from where you want to be. You're still about $2,500 away from where you want to be. So keep doing what we're doing. Hopefully you get filled in AG. That'll free up some capital for you. But you've got some things working in your favor. You've got like Applied is to the point where it's about to start paying you now. And then AG, hopefully get that one off of there. Tesla finally back in the green. Things are working. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that
Sounds
is
good.
all I have today. I have a here. Let's do a little test. What is an option contract?
Oh boy.
This is as basic as it gets.
Yeah, but like definitions are not my thing.
It will
An
just in your
option
own words.
contract?
Yes.
Um, it's an option like aren't options calls and puts?
Yeah.
So an option contract? Would it be both of them? Either
But what does it do?
you're
What's the
giving
definition? Like give a generic. Make up a definition. Describe it.
you're either giving someone the option to buy it at that price or the option to sell it at that price at a further date.
Okay. So an option contract is a contract. Number one, it's a fiduciary contract, meaning it's an agreement between two people with an exchange of premium, an exchange of money, agreement between two people. One of the people will either buy or sell shares at a particular price in the future, and they're guaranteeing that they will do that. The other person is receiving the option to either buy or sell shares, 100 shares of a stock at a particular price in the future, and they're paying the premium for that option. So you have the seller of the option contract and the buyer of the option contract. The buyer gets the option, but not the obligation. You have the option to do this. You don't have to do it. You just get the option. The seller has the obligation to fulfill that contract.
So if no one buys it, he
So if I sell something, I sell an option contract, for $105 strike on a stock that's $90 and it never gets to 105, then I have no obligation. I mean, I still have the obligation to fulfill it, but nobody in their right mind is actually going to exercise that contract because it has no value at the end of the day. So it's a worthless contract at that point. Whereas if I sell somebody the 105 contract, call contract in a stock that's now trading at 110, well then that contract has value, has $5 in value, $500, which means I still have to provide that stock to them at that 105 price. So I have to go out to the market, buy it at 110, and then give it to them for 105, and I eat that $500. I lose it, minus any of the credit that they paid me up front. So if they paid me $200 up front to buy that contract from me, I get to keep that. So I'm actually only out $300.
Okay.
So an option contract is a contract between a buyer and a seller where the buyer gets the option but not the obligation to buy or sell shares of stock, 100 shares of stock in the future at a particular date and time at a particular price. The seller guarantees that.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for watching Noobs. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check us out on the other social medias and come hang out with us in the Discord. Thanks for watching. We will see you on Wednesday.
Another day at the chart, a sea of red, talking puts and calls, but they just stare ahead. Strike price means nothing in the black minds, margins and leverage like mountains to climb. Spent the whole week on Delta and Greeks, gamma theory ain't cutting through their peaks. Volatility shakes, but they don't feel the quake. Future contracts blur on the financial break. Can't you see the candles rise and fall? Risk and reward, it's a game of follow or no. Options open, futures closed, eyes blind. Frustrated fathers dream in the stock grind. Explaining specs, faces blank as empty streets. Hedging positions, but the questions repeat. Time decay means nothing to the young souls in this market. Play is like digging holes. Iron condor flies, but it never lands. They can't grasp the feel of these trade winds. Liquidity try choking on the sand. Profits and losses, they'd rather go play bands. You see the candles rise and fall. Risk and reward, it's a game of follow or no. Options open, futures closed, eyes blind. Frustrated fathers dream in the stock grind. Candles rise and fall. Risk and reward, it's a game of follow or no. Options open, futures closed, eyes blind. Frustrated fathers dream in the stock grind. In the stock grind. Ow. In the stock grind.